When you say you're gonna start eating healthy, what does that actually mean? For some, it means just cutting out all carbs. For others, it means grabbing a banana for breakfast or swapping in a probiotic instead of eating real food. Some people think hummus counts as a great protein source. Others swing towards extremes, going vegan, keto, or even carnivore, hoping that's the magic solution, following a diet, and that will change you. And then there's the confusion over fruit. Is it good, or is it secretly making you fat? Nutrition has become a minefield of rules, restrictions, and gotchas. And instead of clarity, you end up frustrated, second-guessing yourself, and stuck in the same cycles. But nutrition isn't supposed to be a prison built on lists of what you can and can't eat. It's supposed to be a pillar. And like any pillar, it's built brick by brick. And with the right bricks in place, your foundation is strong and stable. Miss those bricks, and the whole thing crumbles. Today, I'm gonna show you the 3 bricks every real, lasting, effective diet needs. Spoiler, they're not flashy, they're not trendy, but they work. And once you understand them, you'll finally be able to cut through the noise and build a way of eating that actually serves you. Before we dive in, do you know the difference between leptin and ghrelin? If you do, pause this video and comment below. Stick with me to the end to see if you got it right. And one more thing, I've put together a free Nutrition 101 action plan. It's linked in the description. It's a 1-page summary of everything we'll cover today, the 3 essentials, quick assessments, and a simple action steps that you can use right away. So stay with me to the end, because by the end of this video, you won't just understand nutrition in a way that finally makes sense, you'll know exactly how to take action with it. Let me paint a picture. You wake up and you decide you're gonna eat healthy. Breakfast is coffee with a splash of cream and maybe a banana. Or maybe you go with oatmeal because, you know, it's safe and simple. But 2 hours later, you're starving. Or maybe you don't even try the whole healthy thing and you just go for the typical American diet, which is, you know, dessert for breakfast. Cereal, pastry, pancakes, waffles. By the time brunch rolls around, you're starving. You grab pizza or pasta or a sandwich or a protein bar that's really just a candy bar in disguise. Or just an energy drink to keep you, you know, upright. By late afternoon, your brain feels foggy, your energy is gone, and sugar suddenly feels like the best option in the world. Dinner? Yeah, whatever's fastest and easiest, just to get you through it. All day, you've been dealing with cravings, energy, and focus. Different choices, same outcome. By the end of the day, you're exhausted. You're full, but somehow hungry, and you feel like food is controlling you instead of fueling you. And that roller coaster isn't random. It all makes perfect sense. It's your hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers that give your body signals, tell your body when to eat, when to stop, and how much energy you have to spend. When they're out of balance, you feel like you're strapped into a ride you can't get off of. It's not fun. There are 3 hormones in particular you need to understand. I think we've all heard of them. Let's review. First, there's insulin. Think of insulin like your traffic cop. When you eat carbs, they break down into glucose. Glucose enters your bloodstream and insulin directs it into muscle cells for fuel, into your liver for storage, or into fat cells for, you know, when there's overflow. Balanced insulin means steady energy and no cravings. But chronic insulin spike means fat storage, especially around your belly, and the cycle of crash and cravings that leave you exhausted. Next, we have ghrelin. Ghrelin is your hunger hormone. It rises before meals and falls when you eat, ideally. But when you eat processed foods, ghrelin gets confused. You can down a bag of chips or a candy bar and ghrelin still screams, feed me. And finally, there is leptin. Leptin is your fullness hormone. It's supposed to signal to your brain that you're satisfied, ideally. But after years of processed food, the brain just kind of stops listening. You become resistant to leptin. You eat past fullness, your body stores fat, and the cycle just keeps on repeating itself. Nobody is listening to each other. And here's the thing, those headaches you think are just stress, that aching back, that foggy brain, they're often not random. They're the ripple effect of how you've been fueling or not fueling your body. So let's start with the first step, whole foods. If you're always tired, if your weight won't budge, if you live with bloating, brain fog, headaches, or naggy aches and pains you assume are just getting older, this is where to look first. Because ultra-processed foods aren't neutral. They're wrecking you. They're poison. In the short term, they spike and crash your energy, inflame your joints, impair your digestion, and trap your cravings. In the long term, They fuel chronic inflammation, autoimmune disease, diabetes, and heart disease, to name a few. Food really is poison or medicine. Whole foods are vegetables, fruits, beans, whole grains, lean meats, fish, eggs, nuts, seeds, and oils. These are the raw materials your body recognizes. They're packed with fiber, water, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Ultra-processed foods, on the other hand, are things like chips, pastries, sodas, frozen meals. These are lab inventions. They confuse hormones, inflame tissues, starve your gut microbiome, and hijack your brain's reward system. Eating them is like trying to build a house out of soggy cardboard. This is why we start here. If the building materials are weak, the entire foundation collapses. And here's something I think we all need to remember. Cooking is your greatest weapon here. Eating mostly takeout or packaged food makes the job of giving your body real materials so much harder. Takeout hides calories in oils and sauces, drowns you in refined carbs, and rarely provides enough protein and fiber. Cooking at home, even just 2 or 3 times a week, puts you back in control. Start simple. A protein, a plant, a carb, and a healthy fat. So ask yourself, is at least 80% of your diet coming from whole and minimally processed foods? Are you getting at least 25 to 38 grams of fiber every day? Do your meals actually hold you for 3, 4, 5 hours, or are you constantly chasing snacks? And if not, here's the action plan. Swap one packaged snack for a whole food option. Fill your plate with plants. Anchor every meal with protein, and cook at home at least a couple nights a week. If you crash in afternoons, if your cravings own you, and if you're hungry all the time but never satisfied, this is the real piece. Number 2, balanced meals. Balanced meals stabilize your system. Think of protein as the builder, carbs as fuel, fats as the regulators, and fiber as the traffic control. Each plays a role, but it's about how they work together. So let's walk through your day. Breakfast. This is the most important time to get this right. If you do nothing but do this, fix your breakfast. Your body is most insulin sensitive in the morning, after fasting overnight, and after workouts. That's when your cells are primed to use energy efficiently. But if you start your day with sugar or refined carbs like cereal, pastries, plain oatmeal, you spike your insulin, crash hard, ghrelin screams for more, and leptin never gets to do its job. That's why you spend the rest of the day chasing energy. But a balanced breakfast, meaning protein, complex carbs, fats, and fiber, stabilizes insulin, quiets ghrelin, and wakes up leptin for you to hear and sets the tone for your day. Eggs with oats and avocado, Greek yogurt with berries, chia seeds, and nuts. That's the kind of start your hormones know what to do with. Let's move on then to lunch. Lunch is a convenience trap. Pizza, sandwiches, protein bars, which again have enough sugar to be candy bars. Balanced lunch, chicken, rice, broccoli, salmon, potato, salad, a bean and veggie bowl. And mindfulness means noticing. Do you feel steady through the afternoon, or are you desperate for caffeine and sugar to get you through? And snacks. These are another trap. Most snacks are just refined carbs. Balanced snacks, that would be things like apple slices with nut butter, boiled eggs and veggies, a protein shake with almonds, snacks that don't just spike and crash you, but actually carry you steady. And finally, dinner is where people tend to just grab whatever's easiest because they're so exhausted. But the closer you are to bedtime, the more balance matters. A balanced dinner fuels your body to repair overnight and stabilizes your hormones for tomorrow. And here's the kicker. Those headaches, those aches and pains, even digestion issues, they're often the byproduct of years of unbalanced meals. Too many refined carbs without fiber, too little protein. Balanced meals aren't just food, they're medicine. So ask yourself, did each meal today hit all 4 categories? Protein, complex carbs, fat, fiber. Did you stay steady, or did you ride and crash and crave a roller coaster? Here's the action plan. Start your day with a balanced breakfast. Build lunch and dinner with protein, plants, slow digesting carbs, and healthy fats. Replace sugary snacks with balanced mini meals, and practice mindfulness. Pause before blaming age or stress and ask, could this headache, this bloating, this pain be from what I ate? And finally, energy balance. This is the last brick, and this is the reality check. You can eat whole foods and balance your meals, but if your energy balance is off, your goals won't happen. Calories in versus calorie out still rules. A surplus equals weight gain. A deficit equals weight loss. Maintenance equals stability. Hormones matter, but they don't erase physics. This is where so much confusion comes in. People blame fruit. Fruit isn't the problem, guys. Refined carbs and constant sugar floods are the problem. Fruit, with its fiber and micronutrients, is part of the solution. Take out all the other noise. This is where food logging becomes one of the most powerful tools you can use, because most people underestimate how much they eat by 20 to 40%. That's a lot. You think you're eating 1,800 calories, it's 2,500. You think you're hitting, 100 grams of protein. No, it's 45. Logging is awareness. It's the flashlight in the dark. Now listen to me. Food logging gets pushback. People say it's obsessive. It causes eating disorders. The calories don't matter. But here's the truth. Tools don't cause disorders. Misuse does. A scale isn't disordered, it's data. Logging isn't forever, it's training wheels. It teaches you what 1,500, 2,000, or 2,500 calories look like and how much protein you're actually eating. And calories still matter. Whether you count them or not, they count. Logging doesn't make the rules, it just reveals them. So here's how to do it. Use an app like MyFitnessPal, Chronometer, or Macros First, or Lose It, scan, log, learn. Or you can use your hand as a guide when needed. Weigh and measure when you can, not to obsess, but to learn. Empower yourself. Think of it like learning to drive. At first you watch the speedometer constantly, I hope, but eventually you just kind of know what 40 miles an hour feels like. Food logging works the same way. It teaches you portion control and awareness until it becomes second nature. And here's how it ties back to the second brick. Logging shows you if your meals really measure up to the balanced plate. Are you actually eating enough protein? Are you sneaking in too many refined carbs? Are you getting enough fiber? It's data that either confirms or corrects your mindfulness. So ask yourself, are your weight and waistline trending where you want them? Do you know your maintenance calories? Do you know how much protein you're really getting? And if not, here's the action plan. Log your food for 1 week. No judgment, just awareness. Compare your meals to the balanced plate framework. For fat loss, aim for a 200 to 400 calorie deficit. For muscle gain, a 100 to 300 calorie surplus. Keep protein between 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So let's circle back to that daily roller coaster. Coffee and carbs in the morning, a spike and a crash, pizza or an energy drink for lunch, another crash, an exhausted dinner. That's what happens when you miss the bricks. But when you put them in place, everything changes. Whole foods give you quality building materials. Balanced meals stabilize your hormones. Energy balance keeps your goals on track. Suddenly, you're not confused anymore. You're not stuck. You're in control. And you stop starting over. So here's your challenge. Eat for your health. You don't have to be passive. You don't have to give up. Every bite you take is either building you up or breaking you down. Food is power. It's control. It's the tool that gives you health or slowly takes it away. So think critically. Understand what these pieces do. Take control of them. Be mindful. Use your food as fuel, as medicine, as the daily vote for the life and longevity you want. And to make it easier, grab the free nutrition action plan in the description link below. It's simple, it's clear, it's ready for you to use today, so you've got no excuses. It's not just aches and pains. You don't have to live that way. People like you can live strong, live sharp, and live well. The question is, will you rise to that challenge?